Hi guys, it's Blue Lucy, and today is April 20th, 2023, and way earlier today and yesterday we had a new moon eclipse in Aries. So we were at the end of Aries and we're moving into Taurus. Earlier this month on April 6th we had another new moon, so this is the second new moon in April, which is kind of cool. And I think this moon is the black moon. The one on the 6th was the pink moon, so those are two great colors to have together, both emotional and protection, stuff like that. So also today and tomorrow we are moving into Mercury retrograde. So retrogrades are a good time. Mercury retrograde is a good time to review things. We might notice things from our past pop up, people and situations, stuff might pop up to say hi or to try for something or just to bring closure to and remove for good. Certainly eclipses do that. So eclipses are definitely events that shake things up. So eclipses can take some things out of our life that need to go so that we can usher in the next phase of things, so we can grow, so we can do the next thing. That's and they're kind of like fateful events. So when things happen around eclipse time, they tend to be for good. And sometimes this makes us jumpy, like like they can be scary, and change is scary. And something I noticed with Isis here is, well, this deck of cards is old, and I got them wet. And something that happened when they all stuck together, and then when I peeled them apart, so some of the finish ripped off. And the way that this ripped off, it reminds me of a lightning bolt. So with this past life card, I'm feeling some tower energy with. So tower energy is also, it's like an eclipse. It shakes things up. The foundation crumbles. The rug is pulled out from under you. So things come tumbling down, or it's like unexpected, right? It's usually, or it feels unexpected, or like it has gravity to it, like it affects us, right? Like, whoa. And so I really feel that with this card and the surrounding energy, the eclipse. So I wanted to get more clarification on this, and I used my tea leaf deck, and out comes Broken Ring. So something around this tower moment, this shakeup, is the broken ring, the parting of ways in either romance or business. So some people, some of us, are going to find that a relationship, an important relationship, is going to be shaken, and it's going to end, is what this is saying. So, there's going to be some challenging feelings to sort through. And also, as I was, before I started and as I was shuffling the cards, I was trying to get some images about what can we embody as we go through this time. And strength was a big one. Strength came out. So as you go through these things, really relying on your inner strength, there's kind of like a call to action. So like there was a train going by, sounding its alarm, and it was really dragging out the whistle. It was just going on and on and on. And I know like trains usually like toot their horn so people know, but this just was it really caught my attention. So this event is gonna like, for some of us, it's gonna kind of like sound an alarm. Like it's gonna be like, okay, you need to wake up. It's time to leave a situation. It's time to end a situation. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Something else with this Isis, so something about Isis is there's a lot of, like, she's pretty fierce, right? So the short story about Isis is that her husband was murdered, Osiris, and like torn into bits, like he was dismembered. And she put him back together and brought him back to life. So something that could happen, and this can happen with the retrograde for sure, like something coming back from the past. So there might be some kind of resurrection for it. So when she brought him back, they conceived a son named Horus. But unfortunately, after Horus was conceived, Osiris died again and was just like obliterated, I guess. So, but her husband, the point is her husband was brought back to life so they could conceive this thing. So this Horus, and before he, so I feel like something from your past could resurrect, and the purpose of that might be to kind of bring closure to it, right? To patch up what needs to be patched, or heal what needs to be healed, kind of like. So I feel like even though there's a shakeup that's going to happen, something out of that, there's going to be like a silver lining to it. And I do feel like there's silver linings in this card. So there's a silver lining to this event that's happening. This breakup, this breakdown, this ushering out of something for good. It has a silver lining, and I used my tree deck, and I like when the cards pop out, right? So Larch popped out, and Larch is part of the silver lining. Larch is a light in the dark, right? It's the light in the dark. It's the star falling down from heaven. It's even like a wish coming true. So there's, I don't know if you can see this there, but there's a little celebration happening here. These fairies over here are dancing in the moonlight, and she's just in awe of what's in front of her here. So whatever this tower moment is happening, it's kind of like what's going to come out of the ashes of this. And at the bottom of the deck is Rowan. So Rowan has you finding yourself, right? So you are being true to yourself. This has you, it's like this brings you back to yourself finally. You know, you were headed there for a long time maybe, and this is about staying true to yourself. And when you, so this is inspiration. Both of these cards are wonderful omens. So I'm glad. They're like the happy, they're the light at the end of the tunnel of this eclipse, of this shakedown. So hopefully that makes you feel a little bit more at ease. It's almost like you finally come back to yourself, and this is the most beautiful thing, right? So because what can happen when you tap into, when you come from that, is that you're authentic, and you're like, you have your agency, you have your power, and the stuff that you create from that space is like your sole purpose, right? So you're I'm tripping over my words, but it's like you do what you're meant to do. So that's really beautiful. So as we go through this, it's really suggested with the flag here that you not lower your standards. So as you go through this shake up, really, and if you need to take a time out and go within, so you can come from a place of stillness, vacation. Yeah, we're gonna need a vacation after this. The kite. Excuse me. Take a vacation. Yeah, you know, sometimes when things end is like, then that's where the phoenix part comes in. Then we rise from the ashes and we can come back brighter, and it's like a new version or something. The next version of you and your potentials and what you're capable of and what you are growing into. News is on the way. Yeah, well, yeah, there's some news. Victory in some endeavor. So I feel like Lart here, this is a stroke of luck. So I feel like there's something in the situations, something about lunar eclipses is that it brings hidden things to light, right? So this is kind of what we see here. And it's clearing the stage so that this can emerge, right? So kind of just go with it, you know. There's a certain level of acceptance that we have to embody when these things happen. Get back to the basics. Yeah. As all this, you know, it's like, so I feel like when I see this card, the quill, getting back to the basics, it's like finding the eye of the storm, right? So when there's chaos all around you, what's the best thing for you to do? You have to get centered. So just getting back to the basics, doing like the simple things, right? This is weird. I feel like I'm finding it hard to find words tonight with this. And I feel like with the cloudiness of this event that is taking something out of the light, it's like, you know how when something collapses and all this dust flies up and it stays in the air for a while, and sometimes you have to wear a mask just so you don't breathe it all in. I feel like, yeah, getting back to the basics. So while all this stuff is happening, just you have to go within in order to find clarity and to find your way out of this. And you really have to rely on your strength, right? Something else in this reading made me feel like vibrational energy. Oh, that was Isis too. Yeah, Isis. Yeah, because another thing about Isis is that she got like the names of God or creation from the sun god Ra. And so like speaking things into existence, it's a vibrational energy that creates stuff. So something you might want to do as you're you know, dealing with the fallout of all of this is do things that are healing, and like singing bowls, stuff like with sound and vibrational therapies might be something that you might like to do to help get yourself through this. Psychic ability, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. Oh, cool. Interesting. Affairs with your family. Some of this stuff might have to do with your family. Yeah, certainly our family has been with us, right? They're definitely part of our past. And November and December popped up. So I feel with this, like something that either happened or was not resolved from this past November or December, it could finally be coming, yeah, the past. Something from that time frame is relating to what's happening now, relating to this parting of the ways. Alternatively, it could be like after the fallout, it could be point to something happening in the future in this, but I feel like it's more like something that happened in the past, because we have past life and stuff. But take that how it resonates for you. I just want to get some advice. So let's get some more advice. What's the best thing to do? What's some good things to do? Take it easy. Yeah. So that's been said. Keep it simple. Take it easy. There's no need to hurry or force things, especially with eclipses. Like things are just going to happen. You won't need to do anything. So try not to take too much. Yeah, everything is occurring in perfect timing. Yeah, it's almost just like let things happen, and just kind of like, I don't want to say bide your time exactly, but you know, you don't need to do too much. You don't need to do too much. Comfort, yeah. Do things that are good for you to do, that you find comfort in. Sound, go to a sound bath, get a massage, or take a walk. Overcoming difficulties, yeah. So after this, I feel like maybe in 2 weeks, like this might be a 2-week to 6-week period that we see the course of this stuff happening. Or it's going to happen really fast, and then you're going to have to settle, right? So after stuff happens, ooh, time out, and then overcoming difficulties. Yeah, I really feel like there's a big silver lining to this. Like a lot of times I'm afraid of eclipses because, you know, sometimes in the past I've lost, you know, really important things, and people and pets and stuff. So I get nervous sometimes around eclipses. But when I feel into this one, I've been feeling kind of excited. So yes, there's going to be a shakedown, but there is going to be a silver lining. There's going to be actually something really beautiful. The light is going to emerge from the darkness and the cloudiness. So you can't rush the light emerging, right? Like the dust is going to settle. It's going to take the time it takes for the dust to settle. So in the meantime, while that's happening, you take it easy, you take care of yourself, you do things that make you feel good. That's really important, because sometimes when we lose these things or things are taken out of our lives, you know, we have to grieve, we have to feel the space that's left from that heartache. Or some of us will be really happy, like, thank God that's gone, you know. But even still, this is a big thing, so you're gonna need to have recovery time. But as you take that, the light will emerge and something really, really beautiful is going to come out of it. So that's going to be different for all of us. But what I really want you to do is this sounds cheesy, but try to stay positive. Because yeah, the night will turn into day. Okay, so I hope, Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So yes, take it easy, and let me know if you want in the comments how this turned out for you. Like, what if you want to share what's going on, what, you know. I'm curious. Anyway, have a great couple weeks, and I will talk to you later.